Shalom Chavarim, this is Richard Solomon, and this will be a demonstration or tutorial on the use of the following Google Drive skills. We will learn how to navigate the interface on Google Drive, how to create and share a Google document, a Google presentation, and a Google spreadsheet, all on Google Drive. And after you master the above Google Drive skills, we would like you to send your learning partner and Richard a Gmail containing a link containing 3 documents, a link for the Google document you created, a link for the presentation you created, and a link for a spreadsheet that you have created. And of course, to find out who your learning partner is for the first 2 weeks of class, just click here, and to get your learning partner's contact information, click here. So with this in mind, let's first talk about how to navigate the interface or the various icons on Google Drive. In order to do this, we need to go to my Gratz Gmail account. Okay, here's my Gratz Gmail account, and let's get to Google Drive. Okay, so we click on, you see these 9 dots over here, and we go and find Google Drive, which is right over here. Let's click on it. And what this has are all the contact information. All of the documents that we created. These are various, this is a spreadsheet, and you will be familiar with these other kinds of documents. For example, I'm sure you will remember this document. Okay, so let's get back to where we were, and let's show you how this all works. First thing to tell you is, you see where over here where it says create? If you click on create, you can create a document by clicking here, a presentation by clicking here, and a spreadsheet by clicking here. I'll show you how to use these in a moment, but I just wanted you to see the various icons and the interface on Google Drive. What else is interesting is, you see this arrow that points up? What you can do actually is you can upload onto Google Drive the files that are on your computer. So for example, if I wanted to go to my Gratz College file and I wanted to upload a tutorial on how to use Google Drive, I just click on it. Okay, so let's do an easy one. Let's say I wanted to upload the Gratz College logo. So I just click on it. Now I have a Mac machine, and your Windows PC may work a little differently, and just hit this thing up and watch what happens. This Gratz College logo is being uploaded, and let's click on it, and you will see it. Here's the Gratz logo. Now this is important. You see this share rectangular button over here? This determines who can view it. Right now, people at Gratz College who have the link can view it. But if I want it to be on the public, let the public see it, you click here. If I want anyone with the link, I click here. If I want anyone at Gratz College to click here. If I want it to be completely private, I can click here. And if I want folks to be able to edit it or comment on it, I click there. But I don't want people to edit this right now, so I'm just going to say view, and I'm going to keep it over here. Okay, and then I hit done. By the way, if I want this to go to specific people, let's say I wanted this to go to Erin Hirsch and say that she can edit it. Or I could say she could just view it or comment on it. I can send that to her. Okay, but I'm not going to do that right now. And we'll just keep it as it is. Again, if you click change, you can change the share preferences. All right? Fair enough. So let's get, oh, they want me to share one specific person, then I will share that for Erin Hirsch, and I'll let her view it if she wishes. Notify people, email, and then I can also have myself receive a copy. So this is an explanation of how the interface works on Gmail. Okay, so let's get back to Gmail by going to my mail account and then going back onto apps and remember and clicking Google Drive. So what else do I want to show you? I showed you something about how you can create different kinds of documents, and I showed you how to upload items. I'm not going to do that right now. And here are more different descriptors, which we don't necessarily need to know, but this is interesting. You can also indicate what are the most recent items you put on your Google Drive. Okay, let's look at some other items here. Here's a sorting item, last opened by me, last edited by me, last, okay, and by clicking this, you can see what the documents look like. Okay, by clicking that, you can do that, or in this way you have a list. All right, now let's take a look at how we actually create documents. Okay, so let's say I want to create a document. All right, now how do we do this? What we do is we give it a title. We'll call this, for argument's sake, sample document. We'll call this sample Google Drive document. Okay? And here we have a HTML editor, which is a fancy way of saying that you can edit what you have written. So let's say I want to make a alignment in the middle, and we'll title this sample Google Drive document. All right, and if I want to boldface it, I just click that. See how this thing works? If I want to make the font larger, I go like that. If I want to change the font, I go like that. You see that? And you already know that if you wanted to insert a hyperlink, you may recall this from the tutorial we had done before, but in this case you just click on this and then you put the URL in there. It's the same procedure that we use for inserting a URL or hyperlinking a URL in a Gmail message. All right. If you want to print, you have this. Want to undo things. This is for zooming. This is for different types of texts or different types of items that you also have save as default. Okay. What else should we show you? Let's show you some other things. If you want to insert a comment, this is my comment. You can insert a comment by doing that. See, the comment is right over here. Okay, and this is for a left alignment, a middle alignment, a right justified alignment, and a right and left justified alignment. As we had shown you before, Let's put this thing here. If you want bullets, you just click here. We'll call this first bullet. And again, if you want to change the color, you just go here, and let's see, you want to make this a different color, right? You know about bold facing, and if I want to underline this or italicize this, right, we have this. If you want to underline it, you have this. And if I want to make a second bullet, B-U-L-L-E-T, and if I want to change the color, I can do this. If I don't want to underline it or italicize it, I do that. So those are important things, and you know about the share preferences, right? We discussed this before. You can change the share preferences any way you like. We discussed that earlier. And close that here. There are a couple other things I wanted to show you. If you want to open up a new document or a new presentation or a spreadsheet, you could do that. Or you want to rename the document, you just come here and you just change the name. Let me show you that again. If you want to rename the document, you go to the File menu and you just rename it. Now this is very interesting. If you want to make a copy of the document, you just click here. And now you have a copy of this document, and you could share it with the same people. And now you have a copy, right? A copy. So we'll call this copy of my sample document. And you can change the folder, and you can, I'll show you, oh, this is very interesting. I'll get to download in a moment, but let me make a third, and let's call this the third bullet. Okay, and let's make this actually a bullet rather than a number. All right, so we'll go like this. Now they're bullets. So what I wanted to show you is, this is very interesting. This is called a revision history. By clicking on this, what you can do is you can show the changes that you've made over time. So you can show more details or less details, but look at this. If I wanted to see what I had written earlier, I click here and I restore it. Let me show you that again. I go to See Revision History. If I wanted to get to the restoration that occurred on 12/33, remember I had 3 different items, and I just hit restore it. And now we have that on the copy. Now the last thing I want to show you with regard to a sample document is downloading. Folks, by clicking here, you can download this onto Microsoft Word. So all you have to do is click on this, and it will go onto your computer. See? Here it is on my computer, and I can put it on my desktop, and I now have a copy of this. Let me show you that in other ways. If you want to download it as an open document, or as a PDF document, or as a plain text document, or as a rich text format document, you can do this. If you want to publish this on the web, you just click Start Publishing. We're not going to do that right now, but you have lots of choices. You can also print and change the setup page. Now you also have an edit, cut and paste, right? It's as a standard HTML. You also have a view mechanism to show the ruler and not show the ruler, and have a full screen. That's what the full screen looks like. Control hidden. Okay, get back to that. All right. And what's interesting also is, look at this. You can also insert images from your computer by just clicking image, and then you just find the image on your computer. Okay, let's say I wanted to insert this image here. It'll actually upload the image here, so you can actually insert the image if you wish. Let me move this down if I can. Okay, what I'll do is let me just get rid of this. Wrap it around. So you have lots of choices with images. What am I going to do right now is I'm going to eliminate that. But you can insert images, and you can insert links, which is very much like inserting a link over here. And you can insert a drawing, and you can even insert a table. Let me show you how to insert a table. Okay? Let's say I want to insert a table over here, 2 by 2. There it is. You just insert a table and you write in it. So you have lots of interesting opportunities. You can number the pages, you can count the pages, you can put a header and a footer and a bookmark, etc. So those are the various items you have. Here you can, the format, you can do some of the same things that you could use with this editor that we talked about earlier. Here are tools for spelling, to check if your spelling is correct. And this is the one that we showed you earlier about inserting table, and you also have the opportunity to go and get help from the Google Plus community. So that's how you create a sample Google document. Now let's show you how you create a presentation. Okay, so you create a presentation by first giving it a name. Well, let's choose a theme. Okay, let's choose this theme. I like that blue theme. Okay. Okay, and we can change the layout by, yes, right over here. Let's say I only want a title. Okay, so there's the title for something, and we can, of course, change the alignment in the center. We'll call this sample presentation, right? We'll also call this sample Google Drive presentation. And there it is. All right, and you have the same icons as we shared before. You can change the layout. You can change the theme. Remember that? And if you want to add a slide, you just hit the plus over here, you see? And you have lots of choices here. We have, we'll call this slide 2. And you can add text, or you have lots of interesting choices under, you can put shapes in here if you want. Let's see, that didn't work. Let me show you how to place an image here. Let's take an image, any image on my computer. We'll just use this image that we used before. Okay, and there's the image of Gratz College, and you can move it around any way that you like. Okay, so we showed you about the file menu and how to make new items, and you can obviously open up a new document if you want, but we're not going to do that right now. You can rename it. You can make a copy of it. You can actually import slides. And you know about the revision history, which we discussed before. And you could download a PowerPoint and set up and print it. So we went over all of those things. You can zoom in and zoom out. You can show you how that works. Let's get to a third slide. Okay, and let's say we want over here, we want to insert a link. You just put the link in here. You know how to do that, I'm sure. You can insert word art, and well, that's a little more complicated. I'm not going to share that with you. You can play that with yourself. Okay, and here you can insert a new slide, duplicate a slide, or delete a slide, or change the background. And here are different formatting options for what you have written, right? So if I want to, let's say I want to go and write slide 3, and I want to change the color. Let's see, where's the color? Line color. Okay, so so I put the line around here. Okay, no problem. Here's a spelling check. You can put tables in. You have help. And don't forget about sharing if you want to. For example, people in the class to edit it and see it, now they can, even though I'm the owner, they can edit and change this if they want. So this is a quick explanation of how the presentation works. Again, you have the opportunity to put in numbers or bullets, and you could decrease or increase the indent. The last thing I want to show you is how to make a PowerPoint, a spreadsheet. Okay, so let's say we want to make a spreadsheet, and we'll call this contact information. Whoops, let's change this. Let's give it a name. We'll call this contact information spreadsheet. We did this before, and you just put in the titles. Remember we did this? Name, you can have email address, and you can have home phone, etc. And all of these things work the same way for printing and undoing, and the format and the different kinds of fonts and the size of the font. And here's bolding and italicizing and strike through and text color. So here's text color, and you can have borders, and you can have to change the alignment. All of these things are quite similar. You can allow for comments, so you can have people write a comment by simply doing this. Let's see. Okay. And that wasn't that clear. I'm sorry about that. And but I do want to share, once again, the share preferences. If you want people to view it, it's like that. If you want people to be able to edit it, you just go over here, and in fact, they now can edit. So it's all done. So let's go back to the assignment for this class, and let's see if we did everything. This is about the Google Hangout. Just a second, let me get the right assignment. I'll be right back. So I'm right back. I think we showed you how to navigate the interface, how to create and share a Google document on Google Drive, how to create and share a Google presentation on Google Drive, and how to create and share a Google spreadsheet on Google Drive. And after you have mastered these items, these skills, kindly send your own Google document and Google presentation spreadsheet to your learning partner and to me. All right, if you have any questions, you can call me, or you can Skype with me, or you can send me a Gmail message, or you can even video call me or call me through using Google Plus Hangout. Thank you very much. It's fun having you in class.